Hello, once again. Today is Friday, November 1st, 2024. Uh, a moment ago, I read how to set a Wi Fi router in bridge mode. Right now, I'm going to read what the bridge mode means on your router. Uh, More often than not, you get to use this mode if you are in this whole environment, small office, home office environment, or when you, especially when the printer or some other internet-enabled web-based devices is far away from your desk, from your computer, like 10 meters, or even though it's 5 meters apart, probably laying a LAN cable or UTP cable is obsolete or unthinkable, or it is not justified. Then you use the Wi-Fi router as a hub, as a switching hub, or just Wi-Fi port where you just plug in your device. So let's find out what a bridge mode is, and let's learn English by reading this article so we can grow and be rich. And also, since I am not a native English speaker, I need to practice English by reading on articles every day, English articles every day on a daily basis. And that's why I am here. I am pure Korean. I work for Korea Telecom, KT, the number one company in Korea. And currently, my company is going through a restructuring. They are laying off several thousand employees and also kicking out cable management office and also outside plant management office too. So it's a huge restructuring going on. I'm going to stay until my retirement, which comes around in 3 years and 9 months. This article is from letsbemates.com .au, Australia, right? It's an Australian company. Hello, mate. The subject is what is bridge mode on a router? So it's a blog, mate. It was written 8 May 2023. As more and more devices in our homes require internet connectivity, the demand for high-performance routers has increased. One feature that many routers offer is bridge mode, but what exactly is it and how does it work? In this article, we'll dive deep into the world of bridge mode and explain everything you need to know about this powerful router feature. What is bridge mode? In a traditional network setup, a router serves as a gateway between your home network and the internet. I remind you that originally the word internet started with a capital I in it, the first letter, but gradually many people nowadays use the internet, the word internet with a small letter I. So that's prevalent. Whatever you want, you can use them interchangeably. However, in some situations, you may want to use a different device as the gateway, such as a separate modem or a more powerful router. This is where bridge mode comes in. It allows you to connect two devices together and use one as a bridge, effectively bypassing the gateway function of the router, bypassing the gateway function of the router. Gateway function of the router. Bridge mode is a networking feature that allows two routers to be connected in a way that they act as a single network. In bridge mode, one router is designated as the primary router and is responsible for assigning IP addresses to devices on the network. The second router is connected to the primary router and acts as a bridge, allowing devices on the network to communicate with each other and access the internet. How does bridge mode work? When enabling bridge mode or wireless bridge mode on a router, the router effectively turns off its gateway function between two networks. This means that the primary router will handle all of the network traffic, including assigning IP addresses and handling DNS requests. The secondary router will simply pass the network traffic through to the primary router without performing any of these functions. Why use bridge mode? There are several reasons why you might want to use bridge mode on your router. For example, improved performance. By using a separate modem or a more powerful router as the primary gateway, you can potentially improve the performance and speed of your home Wi-Fi network. Expanded coverage. If you have a large home or multiple buildings on your property, you may want to use multiple routers to provide better coverage. Bridge mode allows you to connect these routers together in a way that creates single unified network. Separation of networks. If you have devices that you want to keep separate from your main network, such as IoT devices or guest devices, you can use bridge mode to create a separate network that is isolated from your main network. Separation of networks. How does it work? Okay, but probably, yes. How to set up a bridge mode? Proper separation of networks. Still, you can use the router mode to separate the networks. How to set up bridge mode? Setting up bridge mode on your router will vary depending on the make and model of your device, but the basic steps are as follows. 1. Log into your router's admin panel. 2. Navigate to the wireless or network settings section. 3. Find the option to enable bridge mode and click Enable. 4. Follow the on-screen instructions to configure the secondary router as a bridge. So admin panel, that's one word I should remember as a telecom sales representative and former engineer. Unified network, on-screen instructions, on-screen instructions, admin panel, admin panel, admin panel, admin panel, admin panel, on-screen instructions. Troubleshooting bridge mode. If you are having trouble with bridge mode, there are a few things you can try. 1. Check your connections. Make sure that all cables are securely connected and that the routers are properly configured. 2. Reset the routers. Try resetting both routers to their default settings and then setting them up again from scratch. 3. Default settings. 3. Contact the manufacturer. Contact the manufacturer of your device to ensure that it's properly configured. Security considerations with bridge mode. When using bridge mode, it's important to keep security in mind. By bypassing the gateway function of the router, you may be exposing your network to potential security risks. Here are some tips to keep your network secure when using bridge mode. Use a strong password. Make sure that you are using a strong, unique password for both routers to prevent unauthorized access. Disable remote access. If possible, disable remote access to your network to prevent outside attacks. What does it mean? Disable remote access, right? If possible, disable remote access on your network to prevent outside attacks. Keep firmware up to date. Make sure that both routers are running the latest firmware to ensure that any known security vulnerabilities have been patched. Use encryption. If you are transferring sensitive information over your network, make sure that it's encrypted to prevent interception. Use the right Wi-Fi security mode. WPA3 is securely the most advanced wireless encryption protocol, making it the most reliable option for security. WPA3, right? Conclusion. In conclusion, bridge mode is a powerful feature that allows you to connect multiple routers together in a way that creates a single unified network. By using bridge mode, you can potentially improve the performance and coverage of your home network, as well as create separate networks for guest or IoT devices. However, it's important to keep security in mind when using bridge mode and take the necessary precautions to keep your network secure. FAQs. Is bridge mode the same as access point mode? No, bridge mode and access point mode are not the same. In bridge mode, two routers are connected together in a way so that they act as a single network. In access point mode, a single Wi-Fi router is configured to act as an access point for another router. In access point mode, a single Wi-Fi router is configured to act as an access point for another router. Really? Can I use bridge mode with any router? Not all routers support bridge mode, so it's important to check your router's specifications to see if it is supported. Will using bridge mode improve my internet speed? Using bridge mode may improve your internet speed in certain situations, such as if you have a weak connection throughout certain points of your property. In this case, you can use a second router as a bridge to extend the connection throughout different places in your home. Is bridge mode safe to use? Bridge mode can be safe to use if you take the unnecessary security precautions, such as using strong passwords, keeping firmware up to date, and using encryption when transferring sensitive information over your network. What is network address translation and how does it relate to bridge mode? Network address translation (NAT) is a process used by routers to map the private IP addresses on your local network to the public IP address assigned by your internet service provider. When you use bridge mode, NAT is enabled, and your devices are directly connected to your ISP's network. This can be useful in certain scenarios, such as when you need to access a device on your network from outside your home. Can using bridge mode cause an IP address conflict on my network? Yes, it is possible for an IP address conflict to occur when using bridge mode. This can happen if two devices on your network have the same IP address. To avoid this, you can manually assign unique IP addresses to each device on your network. What is a destination address and how does it relate to bridge mode? A destination address is the IP address that a network packet is sent to. In bridge mode, the destination address is used to determine which router the packet should be forwarded to. If the destination address is within the subnet of the private network, the packet will be forwarded to the other router. If the destination address is outside the private network, the packet will be sent to the public IP address assigned by your ISP. So subnet, right? Unified network scenarios. Active, access point, bridge mode, access point mode. Are you ready to be our mate? Call now. See our internet plans, see our mobile plans, see our bundle plans. Hey, mate.com, let's be mate.com. Please contact me. I would be interested in working in Australia as a salesman or a small engineer. Yes, I'm interested. Maybe I don't want to be a citizen there or permanent resident, but I would be happy to work in Australia for 1 to 3 years. Legitimate workers too, of course. I'm watching border security episodes on YouTube a lot, and I've been to Australia just once and New Zealand once again. I landed in Brisbane, then traveled to Gold Coast and Newcastle. Then I think I went to Canberra, Sydney, and Melbourne, right, and returned to Korea. About 20 years ago, I went to New Zealand with my colleagues, 40 people, and I enjoyed Rotorua, and I liked jumping off the cliff, the bungee jump, and all the interesting kart riding, buggy riding, I don't know. It was fun, and New Zealand was also okay, a quiet country, but probably I would be interested in working in Australia. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend wherever you are. This article was from Mate, all rights reserved, right? I just read this article for academic purpose. I wish all the best for the mate.com, and I hope to work for them when I retire in 3 years' time. Powered by NBN. What is NBN? Okay, maybe a brand name. I think. Okay, have a wonderful weekend. It's raining outside in Korea right now.